niggas can't beat him.
You just said I couldn't. You said
No. I
You
said
said.
y'all. If you think that apply to
Oh,
you,
okay. I'm
then
gonna shut up there.
if let it fly. You know what I'm saying? My
Oh
brother
nah, it's a
don't
lot of y'all.
lose. It is what it is. If you want to call it
Huh?
debatable a loss, then okay. But he don't lose.
Man, he lost that
Whatever
battle.
you
What we talking
say,
about?
whatever you say, Jack, it's cool.
I say you won. Well, damn, she ain't
What?
rap. I just say you won your battle, but I
Nah.
forgot she didn't
Listen,
rap.
Big K. I mean, what you gonna call it? He did very good. But we not gonna sit up
He
here and say that he
won.
clearly beat Mook. Is that what you saying? He clearly.
Yes, that's exactly
Oh,
what I'm
okay, yeah,
saying.
nah, I ain't agree with you on that one. I can't. I'm sorry.
And that's the subjectivity of things, man. You feel me?
No,
So
that's the
like,
New York of
That's
things,
not the.
bruh.
Don't try to
Now
slide
it's
on
the
that,
New York of
friends.
things. First of all,
Don't
do
try
y'all
to slide on
realize
that,
that
friends.
Big K was rapping at the wrong person the entire battle?
No, he
Yes,
wasn't.
he was.
Huh?
No, he wasn't.
What are you
What?
talking about?
He wasn't.
How's he rapping to the wrong person?
As
He
far as
wasn't.
who he was mentioning as who Mook manager.
That was one round. That was a segment of one
Whatever,
round.
That was
he was
half of the
rapping to the
third.
wrong person. So you rapping about somebody that you don't even know who
But
it
you just
is.
said the whole battle. You started off the
He
whole
was
battle. He was
talking
rapping
to
to
him. He
someone else.
was addressing that nigga the whole battle from the beginning. What are you talking about?
So he
The first two rounds, he's saying everything he need to say. At least 70% of it to Mook, bro. I'm lost. What you mean? He wasn't addressing the
I'm no
manager
no no
shit
no
all
no no.
three
I'm not
rounds.
talking about what he was rapping about. I'm talking about rapping to the dude. He was there. Y'all know who that person is?
The person that was up there wasn't even the
Oh,
manager. It was his dad.
okay, copy. So,
He can't control who gonna be there and
but
not. He made the angle
whoa.
about the
But you
manager.
don't know who you rapping about. You don't know who you got this information. You don't know how they look. You don't know who they are to
But
this person. I'm
if
confused.
your entourage is standing up there talking, I don't care who he
Oh
is. If
nah,
he
Yeah,
talking about
like,
the
oh
y'all
battle,
man,
niggas
we
is
can't
bugging.
do this.
Nah,
Come
y'all
on,
niggas is
Shayla, we
crazy.
can't do
There's
this.
no way. Are y'all
come on, Al.
serious?
Okay, I don't care who you supposed to be if you up here talking shit while I'm
Not if
rapping
you
too.
telling the camera this is this nigga. If you're telling the camera, yeah, this is him. This is him.
No,
What do y'all?
that was like eight. That was like
Okay, he
eight
got the
Whatever.
wrong
bars
All
nigga.
right,
though.
From what I
copy,
understand,
cool,
the angle
copy.
won't
Y'all
wrong.
niggas is just
No, it's
making
the
shit
wrong
up.
nigga.
It could be
That boy's
anybody. So if somebody
crazy.
come there and talk about, oh yeah, your baby mom's, your wife, and talking about, yeah, this bitch, and the chick next to you is not her, that don't mean nothing.
Eight
Come
bars
on,
ain't the
man.
whole
You said
battle.
my baby father had me in skirt and heels
Why?
on the Yonkers, man.
Why?
That was a
Nah, that's what
lie, fam.
that's what the story
All right,
was.
I'm gonna mute
That's what the
back up.
story
Y'all
Oh
Y'all
talking
was,
man,
got
your
that's a
it.
God.
own
Y'all
different
shit,
got it.
story.
Shayla.
They
You
say
That's
you
a
was some
different
your own
story.
pictures of
shit.
me.
Talking about this a different story.
I'm just saying, you got to know
I
who you
tell you,
talking
it's the
about.
New York, man. It's the New York, man. We in New York right now.
Nah, nah, it's cool.
We done took the L
Yeah,
train. The
come on,
fastest way
France.
to
Hey, yeah,
Harlem is
France.
the
Why
A
niggas not
train,
on that
slick.
list, man? Why nigga not on that list? France, I ain't feeling that, man.
That list crazy. He got Rosenberg raw on that list, Geach. What the fuck is going on? That nigga tripping. France,
He
take
do.
that fucking mute off.
Yo, am I bugging, or did they say that skill don't matter, or they don't know how to quantify skill the same way we can?
He
Like,
on
Nah,
that
you ain't
list, man.
what,
bugging.
Come
That's what
on,
they
man.
like
said.
Nah,
y'all
you
just
ain't
let
bugging
that
That's
about
what they
that,
slide.
well,
said.
Shayla.
He's
Y'all
on that
just
list,
let that
man.
slide though.
well,
Telling me.
I would never view a rapper the same way you do.
It's
Oh,
not
That's
even
so
that.
y'all
about.
don't rap.
It's not
So
even
since
about
y'all don't
that. But
rap, do that qualify? Do
what
that
what
disqualify you?
qualifies you? That's my thing. If you
Yeah,
can't
you just
quantify it,
disqualified
what
yourself, friends. I
No,
don't
qualifies
think you
no,
you
should
to
have
no,
said
no,
speak
that.
I,
on
no, I,
it?
no. Talking about. No, I didn't, because the point I'm getting at is for us who are not the rappers, we can evaluate somebody's stature more than their skill than you guys who are the ones that are actually in the ring
But
with
you're
them.
but you're but you're but you're debating a battle rap. Battle rap has nothing to do with stature. It's about what you're rapping, the skill involved. So if
But
you can't quantify skill, how are you opinionating on anything?
Yeah, that's a fact.
That
Gotta answer
Got
that
that
him.
makes
one,
no type
You,
of sense.
you,
this is
Got
you,
why I
him.
li-
say
you literally,
y'all
you
don't
hold on,
sit.
you
I,
literally,
I,
you
I'm
It's
going
literally,
off. I'm
serious.
you
going
literally,
off
you,
what you and your
no,
man said. That's all. I'm going.
yeah,
As
yes,
soon as Jack
you,
said skill, your boy said, whoa. We not battle rappers, so we don't know really skill. Like what?
This is why I say don't take no bitch serious.
Got
And
him.
then you said, and then you backed him up. Like yeah, because maybe we like. How do y'all even jump into
the,
this and skill not be the number one thing that y'all look at?
Well,
we
maybe
can't
maybe you could
evaluate skill.
incorporate
Nobody
skill.
said no. Nobody said we don't evaluate skill. I said it's more objective for us who is not rappers to evaluate stature than it is skill. That's what I'm getting at.
Y'all
Because
not
obviously,
qualified then.
because obviously, what I think is skill, you're not going to think is skill. vice versa. So like that's super objective. You guys just argued about Murder
Bro,
Mook and
skill
literally
is
just
not
now.
objective.
You guys,
I hate when y'all
skill is
say
not
that. Skill
objective.
is not objective, bro.
You guys literally just argued about Mook's skill just now, and you guys are rappers, and you guys feel differently about it. That's how it lets me know that skill is subjective. So like that,
No.
that's what I'm getting at.
Hey, but guess what? That's also as us battle rappers, and that's what our
regardless if I think
preference.
if
That's
Mook
what
is
our
good or not,
preference is.
no. Regardless if I think Mook is good or not, what I can't not deny is that he's a name in this shit. It's that he holds a lot of stock in his name. I cannot deny that, regardless of how I feel about his skill set, and that makes him more objective than me evaluating his talent level. I don't
Bro,
get how
skill
this
sets
What?
aren't objective, bro.
All right,
I
but
hate y'all
or
do
even
that.
okay. Hey,
Nah.
look. Hey, but
I
also
hear
okay.
you,
So
but
look
nah.
though.
Y'all
So look
gotta
though. So
skill one.
even if you don't do
Cook it.
skill right, say you just do stature, how you do. You know what I'm saying? Like certain battlers, how do you like consider they stature? Like you know what I'm saying? Because everybody on different levels, but it depends on like how do you like you know what I'm saying? Like evaluate whose stature is higher than who in certain regards. Like when certain people, you know, is legends. Let's say like Jay Mills, and then you got like Reed Dollars, and then you got Murder Mook. Like, you put them all on the same level of stature wise, right?
No, because Jay Mills hasn't been active in this era like Mook and Reed has, and you can argue between Mook and Reed. So no,
But you
they're
can all
not.
say, that they're legends though. That's the same
That's
stature.
the same
Jay
stature
Mills
though.
battled Geechee
Jay Mills
and
been
Young
active.
Ill
Jay
and
Mills,
Ill Will,
Jay
didn't he?
Mills battle.
But
Jay
Jay,
Mills been battling Big K, Jay
Yeah.
Murder, all kind of niggas. This
yeah,
shit. He
but
been
Jay
active.
and Jay Mills also took 14 years off of battle rap while Reed and Mook were active in this era. So like they can't be this. They can't be the
This shit
same.
stupid.
Just because they started in the same era as in the Pioneers
It's
DVD
not
era
that they
doesn't mean
just
that.
started. It's the
But that's
impact
still the
that
legend. It's the stature
Bro,
he
this the
did.
most
it's
you
the
So look,
seeing
that don't.
Mook
impact.
So
now than
look.
you
So
ever
just
seen him.
because. So look.
I
Just
think
because
they've
Big
had the
Daddy
same number
Kane.
of battles
Just
in the
because
last
Big
5
Daddy
years.
Kane not dropping. Just because Big Daddy Kane not dropping albums don't stop him from being a legend.
Yeah.
And this the most you've been seeing Mook active than you've ever seen him.
Yep.
So you talking about taking years off.
I'm just trying to
He
figure out
I
how
gotta
do
stop
you
moving the
he took
how do you,
goalposts.
how do you
it's
quantify
not moving the
skill,
goalposts.
bro?
He took 14 years off. Y'all think Jay Mills, Murder Mook, and Reed Dollaz are the same playing field? Is that what y'all
Yeah.
telling me? They're
No,
the
but
same stature?
what you mean is like in the same playing field as us? Like should they be on the
No,
same basketball
no.
court?
Those three guys is Mook, Reed, and Jay Mills in the same stature. Tell me yes, so I can leave.
Yeah,
You
they
know,
all
you saying
legends.
are all three of
Yeah.
them the same stature?
Yeah.
Yeah, they would all be in that legend category due to the
All
time
right,
they was here.
all right.
But I don't view Jay Mills skill, like if you put him in the crucible today, he ain't making it out.
But see, that's what we judge the skill.
None of them are.
They don't fuck
Yeah,
with
I
the
was gonna say
skill
Mook
shit.
ain't making it out either.
Yes,
Reed
he
ain't making
is.
it out
That
either. If we
nigga's
gonna be
tripping.
all way honest. So it's like I get the stature, bro, but that's why I'm talking skill. Like one of the conversations we had behind the
They
scenes,
hate the
bro.
old niggas. I swear.
A lot of these old niggas will not make
Yeah,
it
I
out the
hate the old
crucible or
niggas.
the PG, bro. We say that shit behind the scenes all the time. They name is what's saving them, bro. They will not make it through the process right now.
Jay Mills don't got the name like them. He went 14 years without battling. He ain't
Bro,
headline no summer.
he
He
went
ain't headline
14
no
years
summer
without
madness.
battling, but you gotta add the
He
fact
didn't
that he
battle
battled Mook,
Chess. He
and
didn't
then he
battle
was up
Surf.
there
He
on
didn't battle Shine. He
he's
didn't battle
done with
Nitty.
Mook and them
He
had some
did
jump
battle
shots
I
selling
Sean.
think.
He
records, bro.
did
What
battle
you mean?
Sean. He did battle Sean.
Not
My
even
bad. He
just
battle
that,
Shine,
You
like
ain't
but like
supposed to be no platform saying shit like that, friends.
bro, do
like
you
He
know the
battled. Look,
ultimate win
he
in this
battled
shit,
Sean. He
France?
battled me. Battled Big K. Like that's the same as a nigga battling, like you said, a nigga battling
Mm-hmm.
Surf and
Mm-hmm.
motherfucking. That's the same shit.
all right, man.
I'm
Y'all got
about to
it. Y'all
say
got
they
it.
came
Y'all
back. They
got it.
came back and they
Y'all,
get in place.
Hey,
So
what up?
y'all
What
y'all
up,
got it.
Piranha? What's good with you?
Y'all got it. If y'all think Mills, Reed, and Mook
Swamp,
the
what up, though,
same,
man?
y'all got it.
Yeah, like
Nah,
that's
look, this
Hey,
what we saying.
P.
At this
What's up,
point,
the boss? What
at
up,
that
Brick?
point, you
Hey,
choosing
Piranha.
to
Hey,
go
Piranha.
him by his skill now. You're not going by his stature. Cause look, if
stature,
we saying stature,
exactly.
look, if we
Yes, but
saying stature,
Mills,
hold on.
Mills don't have the
Look,
same
if you
stature as
saying
them.
stature, if you saying stature, you gotta be honest. Look, that's like Sirius Jones. All of them is all in that Legends Caddis. They all from that era when battle rap peaked and started and put their groundwork in. Even like you said, Mills left, Mook left, they all left to go do music and do things like that, right? Then they came back. Mook battle Iron Solomon. You know what I'm saying? He probably came back before. He came back before Reed Dollars. Reed Dollars didn't come back until he battled Chess, and then John, then he left for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Jay Mills came back, battled K Shine, battled somebody else, and then he left for a minute. But they all went for different reasons and was the reason why they left, and then they came back and got their hands dirty or whatnot. So that's what I'm
And look
saying.
who they came back battling too.
Yeah, when they came back, they all got big battles because of what they
Big
sat.
names.
Jay Mills'
Big
first battle
names.
back was K Shine.
Jay Mills can still get a big name. Sirius can still get a big name because of who they are. That's their
Yeah,
stature.
that's what we saying. The stature. If you saying that, then you got to put like you got to put them niggas all in the same category. So you can't. Now you saying his skill level ain't the same. Like so,
No,
you
I
if
didn't
we
say
just
nothing
saying
about his
beat.
skill. I didn't say nothing about his skill. I said his stature.
Yeah,
But
so
He's
you're trying to separate their stature between
Yeah.
them
So why
among
you
because
why
of the
you denying
skill,
stature? Why you
and they're
denying
all in the same
stature?
stature.
okay.
facts.
All right, all right. What am I gonna say? If y'all think Murder Mook, Reed, and Mills is
What
in the
makes you say
same
it's not
stature,
though?
then
Well, what makes
cool.
you say it's not?
Jay Mills and Murder Mook, one of the most legendary battles of all time.
That's
What's
the first
up?
battle I ever
Yes,
seen.
Hold on. Let me add this too. When y'all talking stature, bro, Jay Mills is one of the few that actually did with the battlers. Cause y'all be forgetting the battlers we love that's high ranking and top stature. They're actually failed musicians. They did this shit trying to get record deals. It didn't work out. We got known from doing this shit. If you remember properly, bro, Jay Mills actually used battle rap to catapult him to go and sell records, which was all Mook
And it
really wanted
worked.
to do, and it
And it
didn't work
worked.
for him. It didn't work for Mook. It worked for Mills, but it didn't work for Mook. So if you want to be real, yes, to me, Mills would be kind of higher than Mook because
Bro, what Jack be
he
talking
had
about?
success with the
Mm.
shit. Mook just didn't. His music failed, so it was like, okay, cool. I'm a top battler. I'm gonna keep getting this
Amen.
bread.
Amen.
If we gonna be all the way honest, the
And
goal the
Got
whole
popping
time,
from
dissing
Cassidy.
Cassidy
Yep.
and all of that shit was to get the record deals. They were battling outside to get the record deals. They didn't even think battle rap was gonna be what it was gonna be. For them, that was a hood thing, going hood to hood, and you rap and you get your deal. That was actually the goal then, if we be all the way 100. But a lot of those niggas did not almost none of them reach that actual goal. They still trying to get their music popping now, and it ain't popping.
Serious Jones did it.
Yeah, niggas is sick. Yeah,
Um,
Serious Jones did
You
it. Nigga,
you
he got
you're
signed to
you're
DCP. Was
you're not
on. I
explain.
listened to his
You're not.
music on Madden back in the day.
Listen,
Like, stop
you're
playing,
not.
bro.
You're not explaining to me.
Solo two did it.
You're
Solo
not
two.
explaining. You're not explaining nothing to me that I don't already know. Yes, he has more commercial success if you want to evaluate that. But as
But
far
that's
as
what it
in
was
battle rap,
about then. When you go through the eras, that's what that shit was about then. And only
during
him
the
and Cassidy was successful. And then
I'm sorry.
Solo and Serious Jones behind him. Mook actually failed. Rex actually failed. A lot of these niggas failed. And when they failed, they found success where they failed at because it became a thing.
How
If
could
we
they
gonna be
have?
real.
I ain't even gonna go on that. Go ahead, Jack.
I
Keep
tell you
speaking.
what.
Am I wrong? The goal for them battling was to get record deals. Niggas won't
Yes,
battling for
no,
Summer
yes,
Madness.
everything you're saying is accurate. Yes, but guess
Yeah,
what?
niggas won't battling for Summer
in
Madness and
let me
Gnome. They
let me
was
let me
battling on the corners to get record deals.
let
When
me, let me
Bird,
correct
like,
myself here. Not, it
come
wasn't
on.
14
So,
years, it was
question for
15
you:
years. So
did they get
hold on.
record deals? Hold on, I'm sorry, friends. Did they get record deals?
yeah.
So how did they fail?
Because Rosenberg Raw
Of
did no record deal.
if the object was to rap and get a record deal, and they both or multiple got multiple record deals, how did they fail?
Who
Who said
sold?
fa-
Nobody
who said
sold.
You
They
just
music
said that
never. They
you
bro.
said that they
Come
was
on, come on.
rapping. No. You said that they was rapping to
All
get
right, yes,
record deals.
Shayna. Yes, Shayna. He put his name on a piece of paper.
No. So
Did that
multiple.
shit
No.
do
I'm not
anything, bro?
even
We
just
don't
talking
know
about
Mook.
Mook. Hold on. I'm not even
Mhm.
just talking about Mook. All of the niggas that you saying failed,
We don't know them for their music. The
but
goal
that's
was
not
to.
what you said though. You didn't
That's
say
what I'm
niggas was
saying. No, that's
rapping.
exactly what I'm
Hold
saying.
on. You
You
didn't
just
say
trying to
niggas
be
was battle rapping to
strenuous.
become big stars.
No,
That's
you
not what
just
you
trying to
said.
be
You
strenuous
said
right
niggas
now.
was
You know
battle rapping
exactly
to
what I
get
mean.
record deals. Anybody recently in this last 10 years battle rap and got a
Okay, they
record deal?
signed the deal and they all flopped.
Has
Then
it,
that's what I'll
but
say.
anybody in the
They
last 10
signed the
years who have
deal and
been
they
battle rap,
flopped.
have they
Okay.
been signed to a major artist? Has
Yeah,
anybody?
easy signed to Lil Flip right now.
Little
It,
what? What?
what's that
Let's all
doing?
right. Let another real example.
What you
Wow.
mean? That's a real
Wow.
deal.
That's
Another
crazy.
real example. Lil Flip is not a major artist.
I am
Now who
crying.
ain't want
Crazy.
Flip?
Okay,
Flip.
Mook
Now,
signed the
Little
Buster
Flip
and
is a
settled
major artist
and
now.
Mook
Shout out
signed
to
Back
the
Miss
then,
Hustle.
Buster.
Miss
they
Hustle
was
got
getting
that
signed
Snoop
to
Dogg
major
thing. Real
artists.
shit. All jokes
Back
aside.
then,
Bro,
the
Mook
battle
signed the
rappers you
Buster
saying
and
failed
sat
was
on the
being signed
shelf.
to
Miss
What
major
is
Hustle got the death
artists.
different?
row deal. I think
Mook signed,
I'm dead
Mook
serious though. I'm not
signed
making
to
jokes.
Buster and sat on the
No,
shelf.
wait.
What's the
But
difference?
no.
Ain't
Again,
Yoshi
who
selling
was
the
he
Yeah,
Remy?
signed to
yeah, the
before Buster
boss.
All
though?
right,
Who
that's
was he
enough, the
signed to
boss.
before
That's
Buster?
enough, the
That's the
boss.
multiple
Yeah, the
record deals
boss.
I'm talking about. Again, if they was rapping to get a record deal and they all got record deals, how did they fail?
Because they flopped.
I wish I could
That's
fuck
again,
every
that's you
girl
moving the
in the
goalpost.
world.
That's you
What
moving
you
the
mean? No,
goalposts.
I'm not
You
moving
just
the
moving the
goalpost.
goalposts.
You
These
are,
niggas
bro.
that
No,
Jack,
the
have you
goal,
ever gotten a
cause
record deal, Jack?
Shayna,
Jack,
respectfully,
have
the
you ever
goal
gotten
was
a
to
record deal
do
from a major
Shayna,
artist?
The goal at that time,
You said the goal was to get a record deal. Now
was
tell
to,
me what else.
yes.
Tell me
Now
what
come,
other
but
goals
here's
is added now. Go
hold
ahead.
on. But let's not play semantics and play around. No,
It's
he
no.
signed the
It's
he.
no
Hold on,
semantics.
let's not play the semantics and be like, well, he signed the paper. Yeah, the goal is to go from battling to be a successful artist. These niggas was never successful artists.
No.
Period.
You see, so now you see how he changed it from
I
getting
stand
a.
on
You
my
just
word.
did.
You're
You
just
just
trying to
said.
be
You
so
just went from
technical.
the goal was to get a record deal. Now that the goal was to be a
France about to get
successful
the hell up
artist.
out of here
So
while he can.
everybody that
If you
signs a
sign your
record deal
name on the
becomes a
paper and
successful
flop,
artist.
ain't
Get out of
nobody
here. You moving the goalposts like I said he would. You just said niggas was battling to get record deals.
All right,
I
you right.
proved
Yes,
that they
ma'am, you
all got
right.
record deals.
Yes, ma'am, you right.
Now they was battling to become successful artists. All right, okay,
All right.
Jack,
Yes,
come on,
yes,
B.
yes.
All right. Well, look, listen. Let me say this real quick. I think I get what she's saying. Like she wants you to be more detailed. Like mean what you mean, say what you mean, or whatever the hell that is. But Jay, I feel what you're saying too. You saying okay, you got a record deal, but what happened from that? Nothing. You ain't dropped a me caca. We know you from damn battle rap. We don't know nothing about the albums you dropped. You flopped. I get it. But the goal was to get a record deal. So yes, if you did get a record deal, whether you dropped something or I don't know a Murder Mook song, I don't know I know Jay Mills was on that Bedrock or Every Girl in the World like that. Anyway, like I was saying, bro, France, you thought you was off the hook, ain't it, motherfucker? On his ass. Crazy. Nah, nigga. On his ass. That list bullshit. Why the fuck you got Rosenberg Raw higher than me on that fucking list, bro? Then damn, Geechee, what number you is on that damn list?
I told your ass to run,
Man,
Frank.
I ain't even on that motherfucker, man, because
Jesus
I
Christ.
battled Jay Mills and he don't think he a legend.
What the fuck is going on, bro? Jesus Christ. Them niggas said
So
one of
Jay
the
Mills not a
criteria.
5, France?
He said no.
Exactly. That's
He's
fucked
so
up right
petty,
there,
dog.
bro.
He's
I
so
thought
petty.
I thought I was battling one of the
yeah,
legends.
yeah,
You know what
Does
I'm
Jay
saying?
Mills have a ring on
y'all
there?
got
On
it.
the
Y'all
list?
got it, man. Y'all think Mills, Mook, and Reed's the same? Y'all win. Y'all win, Diz. You win.
What the
In
Damn, man.
skill level, we don't think they're the same, but in stature, we're saying
Stature.
He
that they are
gotta
the
be
But
a
same.
even in,
5 in
but
stats. He gotta be a 5.
even in stature, I don't feel like they're the same because in the 15 years he was gone. Reed battled
So y'all
Kane, John
comparing
John
Jerry
Chess,
West to
Rosenberg,
Stephen Curry.
Man, that nigga
like
got one of the most
You see what I'm
impactful
saying?
battles
we're not
ever,
like we're
man.
not like
So you
like
think because
we're
Jay
not we,
Mills was so long that's why he can't measure up to Reed and Mook?
It's like Isaiah Thomas to
he
Stephen
missed
Curry right
15
now.
years. Like he literally missed an entire era. Like I'm
But
not gonna disrespect
but
somebody
look,
that
Because he
made
okay,
was
but
15
selling
years,
question.
15
records.
So
He
years.
was doing
don't
what
you
they
think that
wanted
would
to
have?
do and sell records.
Don't
That's
you think?
why.
But don't you think that would have
Nah, he
hurt
wanted a
it?
battle.
Don't
He
you think
wanted a
that would have
battle.
hurt the excitement about him coming back and the people he would have got coming back since he was gone
And
so
J
long?
Mill did not care about no battle rap.
You
Okay,
get
so
what I'm
let me
saying?
He
ask you this
real,
though.
That's
bro.
what I'm
That nigga
saying.
was
Y'all
selling
niggas saying that
records,
they
What
bro.
y'all
failed
gonna
when
put
those
conceited as if he come
situations
back?
Nah, time
propelled
out.
these niggas to not
I,
care
What are
about
y'all
battle rap
gonna
for a
put
minute.
conceited
I
as
never,
if
I
he come
never,
He
back?
I
just like
never, I never,
them.
What's
To
I
conceited
never
me,
used
number?
the
as
word
of right
fail.
now, E
I
Hart,
never
he
used the
just
word
like
fail.
them. Like I don't see the difference.
But
Inconsistent
what's
with Jay
like them?
Mills.
What is
Like
conceited
he
number if
doing,
he comes back,
he
France?
raising his stock. He going doing different business adventures. If he ever come back, he come
I'm
back.
asking friends
Bro,
though, because they give the
when
number. So
when
what's conceited
Venture.
number?
when Mills was active, there was
Okay.
no leagues, there was no big venues, there was none of this. At least when Conceded before he left, there was summer madnesses and gnomes and venues and leagues and big events that we have in this era. All right, so like Conceded
So
had
what was
a
So
So
what's
what do
his
you rank
number?
Ness? What do you rank E Ness? What do you rank E Ness?
it's probably a four. It's four.
What's his statue?
No, he's a legend. He's a legend. No one's saying they're not legends, but I would say
Nah,
he's a
it don't
four.
make
Okay,
I would
sense.
how
say
you
he's a
how
No,
you
four.
how you how you feel
that's what
It
you
don't make
say. We
sense.
how
telling
you
you
It
that
don't
they
make
all
sense.
legends. You saying,
how
but
you
No,
how you
I don't.
how
No,
you feel how you feel about Cassidy?
I'm 5,000 and no.
Cassie is a great example. No, Cassie is a great example of like what we were saying earlier. People that are like five level names, but not five level talents. Like,
Oh, so he
like
a
when
good
Cat,
So
level mover.
Cassidy took off longer than all them niggas.
That's a
I
fact.
don't get how y'all
and
ranking
get
this. The
paid the
two
most.
niggas
That's
that
a
claim
fact.
the goal of battle rapping and going to sell
You
Yeah,
should
but
records, we looking at them
be
last.
in your
we're not
Fact
gonna act
though.
like when Cassidy returned and when Mills returned it was the same. We're not gonna
Shit,
act
I
like
was,
that.
I was,
Cause
boy,
it's
I
not.
was.
But
You didn't know what you was gonna get.
according to your point, he stayed alone. He stayed away for so long. Like,
You
Jay Mills was
who
talking
was
his
crazy
Captain
to
Corey?
K
That's what I'm
Time.
performance.
saying. Like
And
Mills return,
if
Mills
we
returning,
if we
and
want
Reed
to
Dollars
be
return
honest,
was the
he came
same.
back. He came back before Mills too. He came back before Mills
Against
twice
disaster? You talking about the disaster battle?
Yeah,
against
the
Disaster
disaster was
and
the
Goods.
first one.
That was
Disaster
mental
and
hell.
Goods. So like, what we
Hell.
doing?
You
Like,
can't.
Now that's what we asking you. What
You,
you
You
doing? Us as battlers, we kind
that's
of
what
got a
we
What you?
saying,
consensus.
French. The
Us
nigga stayed
battlers
away mad
understand
long,
this
and look
shit,
what he
bro.
came back and did. So you
And
saying he
nah,
was,
Cassidy
man.
get paid the
he was,
most.
Listen,
yeah.
listen. I'm gonna tell you the
Come
truth
on.
though, France. Like I'm gonna tell you where you lost me at, and this been probably like an hour ago, bro. When you said, "So what y'all want me to damn judge it off of y'all performance and like what you doing consistency?" And you really asked that question.
No, because I really want to understand one thing for the most part. Like, when it comes to somebody you're battling, the name that you're battling and the performance that you get from that name. Like where in the middle do you want me to
I want you.
evaluate that?
I
Just
just
judge
want
the
you.
battle.
Listen. I just want you to judge me if that's what you're doing as far as power rankings, because power rankings, what I'm doing shouldn't rely on the other shit too much as far as who I'm battling and this, that, and the third. Because like you'll make a point and say I'm only battling clean and stumbles, but I'm catching 30s and I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. I'm consistent. I ain't lost a round yet, but at the same time, because of who I'm battling, I don't get graded as high.
you
That's a
penalized
fact.
to beat
Meanwhile,
up somebody else.
meanwhile, you will
Okay.
have a nigga like
If we
Rosenberg Raw up there who choked in the third, but the nigga that he battled had the best third of the battle, and that's the round that everybody talks about is ranked higher than me up there, and he got lesser battles than me,
This
and he
nigga,
ain't like you
he
get
if
where I'm
hate
going with this?
so,
Rosenberg.
I'll ask you this: if we eliminate the person you're standing in front of and only judge your material versus somebody else's performance, right? How do we like where do you want me to rank that? Because what if somebody feels like, okay, Easy's performance against Hitman is better than I'm sorry, Jack's performance against Authentic is better than Easy's performance against Hitman. Then what?
No, I want
How
you. No, I want you to look at it as this list is for the first 6 months, right?
mhm.
Within the first 6 months, I want you to look at that shit like, okay, Swamp been kicking ass all year. 30, 30, 30, ain't slip, ain't stumble. His performance is this. He been on a 4 or 4.5 or whatever y'all graded as, and then say, okay, now when we look at this other person, Ab, he got this battle, that battle, he
It's
kicking
like the
ass, this, that, and
MVP
third.
race sound
Look
like.
at it as that. Yeah, like, but don't judge it and say, oh, I'm gonna put Rosenberg Raw higher than fucking Swamp because he battled Charlie Clips.
Real
And
talk.
I do.
Shit. Yeah, real
No, but
talk.
I do feel like
my
I
question to you is how do I evaluate somebody's showing is better than somebody else's? Again, like if
nah,
I feel
France.
like
I
Stop
if I
talking
feel
about who. Stop the name.
yeah,
The
yeah.
status.
eliminate the name,
Nah, I'm a
eliminate the name,
France.
eliminate the name.
Listen, the stature shit is what I'm saying is like mostly bullshit.
Yes,
Because if a
let's
nigga,
eliminate it. Let's remove it. Let's remove it.
I feel
Just
like a lot
performance.
of niggas. I feel like a lot of niggas do get they performance diminished based on how motherfuckers feel about the nigga they're battling as opposed to what that person did. I do feel like that shit happens a
No,
lot.
that happens. But my question to you is, all right, if I feel like Hansel's performance against Holmesy was better than Swamp's performance against Stumbles, right? Y'all on the same card that weekend. Who am I to say that's right? What if you say no, you're wrong?
How the fans
How do we
reacted to it,
evaluate
like
which
who
is
they
right
talk
there?
about more.
I say fans
Like,
perception,
impact. You heard me? Like, don't talk y'all talk about that a lot.
impact, shit like that.
Impact.
Right.
See what I'm
Okay.
saying?
and
I,
common
I just don't
sense.
feel like the
that's
opponent like
but it's hard to say impact because like I don't think they realize what impact is. They
I don't
they
think they
thought
do
they
either.
I think
thought
we
like
have different. I think we have different definitions of impact because we're obviously scounging social media. We do shows with fans.
I'm saying.
We're looking at digital traffic of what is moving the needle, what's being talked about. Like I
Let me
can
let me ask
literally,
you this. Let me ask you this, France.
yeah.
Would you okay if you seen a flyer that said Rosenberg Raw and Charlie Clip over here, and then you got Clean and Swamp over here. Just the flyer. You ain't seen the battle. Which event would you go to, or which one would you lock in on?
Oh, bro.
I feel like you're
Clips.
gonna say clips just
Yeah.
cause clip.
I'm a kill off on that nigga. He
He
said
not
that.
gonna
That
look at the
nigga
whole
lying,
battle.
bro.
It's just because this is how fans do when you do that, Swamp. They see Clips as the bigger name, so they just gonna go over there to Clips. It's not even about
Bro.
Rosenberg.
But
It's
we
just
need
No,
to.
but listen,
the biggest name.
you look, France, you don't get the pass for that because you are very detailed and you're in this culture and you know the logistics and ins and outs of it. You watch this shit. So if you see the anticipation and the build up or whatever, which as far as they shit, they promotion wasn't worth the fuck. You see me and Clean got a trailer, we going at it, we damn, we selling the fight. When you see those flyers and you see Swamp and Clean, and then over here we got Rosenberg and Charlie Clips. You know what Charlie been doing, pulling up
Right.
with a neck bone sandwich and freestyles. That's all he been pulling up with. Then you got Rosenberg Raw. He got freckles on his face, man, and he smell like wet hot dog and trailer park trash. Listen, when you got a wet dog smelling ass nigga versus a ham hock eating nigga that pull up with freestyles, or you got Swamp and Clean in the same lane talking that street gangster shit. One nigga saying he his son, he invented him, and this, that, and the third. Which one? Which one?
But y'all know this
I
though.
don't want to hear but. I want to hear which one.
Swamp, why you acting like you don't know how this works? Like, if there can easily be a match that's promoted better, it's a better style match. If it's a more favorable battle. But like, if I'm gonna go ahead and check my social
Clips.
media analytic trends, if I'm gonna check hashtags, if I'm gonna
Clips.
check YouTube views, if I'm gonna check comments, and there's more comments on Clips than you and Clean combined, then what has I'm just giving an example. What has more impact at that point? Like, I'm asking you, like,
Yeah, you got it.
like, he's attached to it. He's attached to it.
You got it.
I told y'all
You knew
Clips.
goddamn well.
I
Goddamn
knew
well
from
we
the
was
gate he
going
was
to
gonna
jump.
find
Y'all
a way to
could
get the
y'all
Clips,
could have
boy.
saved
I
3
knew he was
minutes of
gonna
that
find a way
goddamn
to get the
conversation.
Clips.
I'm sorry, it's the truth. Does it not have more traffic?
No, because
So
if you
I got a
going off
question. So
skill, off skill, you clearly should be going to
I
see
was
the
about
other
to
battle
say,
first.
how do you, as somebody with the job that you have, determine which battle is worth seeing?
No, I didn't say all that.
Is it the
Nah, he
comment?
say
No,
all
no,
that.
no.
I didn't say what's worth seeing. I'm talking about what has more traffic. Traffic is tangible.
No. He asked you if you saw the two. I'm asking in this example, right? Not
Yes,
not in general.
I can want to see Swamp and Clean more, but
But
what
you
has more traffic is not objective. I mean, so it's not
no.
subjective.
I know, but what? So again, he's asking if you saw the two flyers, which one would you go see? And you said I would look at all the comments, I would look at the talk, and and you'll most likely go see Clips, even though that skill wise, performance wise, experience wise, that the other one would be a better battle, but you're still going off of what the culture is saying
but
and the hype off of another battle. That
doesn't
doesn't make sense.
doesn't it happen
Like,
all
why
the
you don't
time
got
when
why you don't got Danny Myers in the top
Like,
15?
Ooh.
this is crazy.
I could go through Danny's list for you. We could talk about it because he has a lot of one rounders, so we didn't
But
count
he
one
got a lot
rounders
of
on
three
this list.
rounders too, though. He got a couple of three
He do,
rounders this year.
but they didn't when we added it up, they didn't have a higher score
So
than
like,
everybody else. So they have
what's Danny Meyer's status as
So
far as his
if he got like 6 3-rounders this year or 5
he got
3-rounders,
four. He has four 3-rounders
that's
this
what I'm
year.
saying. You got 4 3-rounders, and then you give somebody, let's say that got 2 3-rounders, highlight,
Mm-hmm.
and
like
let's say
Rose?
one of the person that got 2 3-rounders got the same opponent as he got. Like how do they get hurt?
You know what? Perfect example. I'm glad you used Danny because Danny actually has clips on his resume. So Danny has 4 battles. Rosenberg has 2. And y'all know if we're doing something by the average, the less of a sample size, the better chance you have a higher average because there's less things to equate for. So obviously, when you have Danny battling J2 Clips, Foet Dev, and Mr. Biscuit, that it's less likely to have a higher average than just battling Clips and one more person because Clips is such a high number. You feel me? So like the one thing about these numbers at the end of the day, they favor
Though, like
smaller
some
sample
killer
size.
bees and all them niggas too.
They favor smaller sample sizes. So like that's just the flaw in it. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't
You
really favor
giving
people that's
people
outside.
points
Hey,
for their
translation,
opponents?
translation
For
means we
their
don't really
opponents
fuck with them
being
other
bigger?
niggas like that. So that shit don't really count.
Nah. It's just numbers are always gonna
Yeah,
favor
because
smaller
like,
sample
look,
sizes.
that's what I'm saying. So that's basically what they saying. Like you say, the flaw in the system. That's all they basically equating. It's like, okay, so let's say they both battle clips, so that'll cancel each other out. Then he got
Okay.
one more battle. Then this dude got 4 more 3-round battles. How is his power ranking higher?
Because it's an average, Geechee. So like
That's
if
what
you
I'm saying.
but again, the average number could be lower because you have more opponents. That's how averages work. The more numbers included in the average,
That's what we saying. Like that's
yeah.
the flaw in it. It's like, nigga, you battle four more times. I had a tougher schedule. I done battled four more niggas and four more battle rappers. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and just because they might not have been on URL, I don't probably, you got to look at it. Like, I'm just using him as an example. Say how tougher it is to go to a smaller league where somebody else at home and giving them 3 rounds versus somebody that then you battling on a big stage. Like, that's not,
They forgot about
that's
all that,
tougher a
G.
lot
So
of
they forgot
times
about them days.
when you going in the backyard in somebody else's backyard in they neighborhood, they small league with all they people there to give them 3 rounds and still go crazy and all that when you don't got, you know what I'm saying? Like that type of shit. That's why the battlers say like being a battler and judging it is a little different because we understand certain other shit that y'all just looking at just numbers. Like, oh man, he battled such and such. This
Analytics.
the number. The analytics, like when motherfucker looking at other shit, like, well, damn, man, that nigga battled such and such. So you might not hold, like you said, let's just say Jay Mills, you don't hold him in high regard. Like, take my battle away from him. I'm just using him as an example. And you used him and Reed Dollars earlier because, like I said, they both would be considered legends. So, like, let's say you battled Reed Dollars in Philly, you probably for the average motherfucker will give a nigga more points because he at home and that's where he back, just like battling Mills in Harlem or some shit. You dig what I'm saying? The average motherfucker will be like, yo, this is a lot tougher than battling, you know what I'm saying? Battling me in motherfucking Kansas. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
You feel me? Like it's still other shit as battlers niggas will look at as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, okay, that gave him a little extra boost. He at home, he be more comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Like it's his league, it's different little shit. So I think y'all got to look at a lot of other shit when you're doing like power rankings, cause like in sports, you know what I'm saying? It's the same way. Like it might be averages, but if I'm the Lakers and I done had 6 games and 2 of my games was just as tough as this other team that got 2 games, but I also got 4 more tough games, nigga, I'm gonna have a higher power ranking.
No, you definitely have a stronger schedule there, but then like there's a percentage of like, all right, if I beat these two teams, I'm 2-0, I'm 100%. Versus you being 3-3 with those 6 games, you're at 50%. Even though you won more games
But
than me
what if I'm
technically,
6-0?
but
What if I'm 6-0 and versus 2-0?
no,
Because it's
then that's
battle rap
better.
subjective.
Then that's better. But I'm just giving you an example of like where more cannot always be better in
But
numbers,
that's
and
me, that's me
that makes
then.
it that
That's
makes
me.
that.
That's me,
it,
motherfucker.
Yeah,
That's me,
yeah.
bro.
Use him for an example. Like you say, if a motherfucker say he ain't lost, you feel what I'm saying? What's the difference? If he
I
got more
still,
battles
but
and less losses.
but I still want to get to like a point where like, how do you want us to evaluate somebody's performance is better than somebody else's if we're gonna
I
eliminate like their opponent, like we're gonna remove the fact that who you're battling and just evaluate your performance. How do I say, yo, Geechee had a better performance than Swamp on Redemption 2 against J Mills than he did against Clean?
I
Like,
think it
How the
should be more. I
fans
think it should
react?
be less. I think it should be less the automatic stature of the opponent and what them niggas actually face. Because you could say, yeah, I stood in front of like you said, a 5-star name, but the actual material that I faced wasn't that. So I feel like I think it should factor more into what they actually had to deal with, more so than just the name itself.
And how the fans react to their shit. Cause you could get a, you know what I'm saying, impact of
well,
travel.
the one thing with the fans though is that like somebody with a higher brand or more popular can have more metrics, more traffic, more views than somebody that had a better performance just because
Yeah.
of the name. You feel
All
me?
right. So
Like
if the person that's lower than that person you just talked about and they name still traveling through all that and fighting through all that, that's
like
what I'm saying. Give them
like
points
like
for that.
like on the app, like here's a good example. Like Reed Dollars and Murder Mook, that's not a really good battle. It had more views than like 40 bars in Casey, and that's one of the best battles that year out of the females. So like sometimes your name can carry over what the production was. You feel me? So that's why like you can take the fans to an account, but it still has to be like one version of how you're looking at what garners impact. You feel me?
Yeah.
yeah,
And
yeah.
I don't think it works if you go by what you faced that night, Hansel. Only reason why I say that is because if Geechee finna battle Nitty, in preparation for Nitty, he's prepping for the best Nitty because Nitty always gives a great performance, right? So in him preparing, that may be one of his toughest matches to prepare for. But if when he get on that stage with Nitty, Nitty choke for 3 rounds, you can't ding Geechee for not facing a good Nitty that night because he prepared for the best Nitty and brought his
Yeah.
best
No, that's
material.
that's what I
He
was
just didn't
saying.
get a good Nitty that night. So that's why I say doing it based on the level of opponent you face that night don't always work because that's something that's outside of the battler's control. He can't control who he face.
That's
No, I
why I
was
think
agreeing with you. I was
Ain't you
saying
the
like
boss?
I
listen,
was saying when niggas when you put this shit on paper or when you like actually analyze the impact or whatever the win or loss of the battle. I'm saying instead of just saying one nigga battled a higher name, did he actually face a high level opponent that night? That's all I was saying. You got to give niggas the credit no matter what.
Yeah.
No, but I feel like
In the play
Swamp was
to a
kind of
lot
like
though.
Swamp was kind of getting at like remove what the person across from me is doing. Like that should have no effect on what I do.
Right.
And
And
what
that's what I agree with.
I want to agree with that. But my question is, then how do I evaluate what you did versus what somebody else did? Like
Like
where?
that when the MVP come in the race, you figure that's what your Superman power kicking, nigga. You gotta figure out the
Yeah, I think you
like
got to
in
just
this
take
case
those 3
the
rounds easy.
assist you know what I'm saying? You just like the MVP race, like what nigga was talking about earlier. You gotta choose the assist, the points, and woo and you do that how you do that. But you gotta still tally mark people for their individual shit. Like they ain't got like the boss said, they ain't like how Rum act towards Geechee and Geechee prepared for the best Rum. They ain't got nothing to do with a nigga. Geechee got his
Because
points that night.
we still got the attributes of battle rap, friends. So you still gotta whose defense was good. You know what I'm saying? Not because we defense is a part of battle rap. Who had the better actual material? Who was performing that
Like
night? What were angles used? So there's still boxes that can be ticked.
No, for sure. But like, good example, Chrome card just happened, right? We got Shayna up here. If I say Shayna's 2 rounds were better than First Lady Flame's 3 rounds, like how can I quantify that? Like how can I say that she had a better performance that night, or vice
Well, I
They
versa?
gonna
said in
talk
that
to the
case,
Who's
that's
side.
to
to
You
take
gotta
who's to
talk
say
to
accountability.
What you mean?
who's to say who's I want to know
capacity, man. The science, man. You gotta
Wait.
go
Let me
check the
finish,
science.
Phil. I'm not
I
sure I'm
thought you knew. I
understanding. What
thought
you
you
say,
knew what
friend?
this.
Like I'm
I thought
saying,
you knew
like
what this
what
was
makes that
happening.
what makes it an accurate thing if I'm like Shayna's 2 rounds were better than Flame's 3 rounds, or vice versa. Flame's 3
The
rounds were better
material,
than.
babe. If Shayna had
But
better punches, better
that's
scheme,
all opinionated though. It's all opinionated.
We
everything
know
in battle rap
this.
is.
That's the whole
You,
You right,
point.
friend. I
friends,
ain't gonna
all
And
lie.
you
you
did,
better have some
friends,
shit to back up
That's
your opinion. That's what we saying. It gotta make
right.
sense.
I
Just,
got to back up my opinion. I
no,
do.
but friends, literally, by
Yeah.
y'all adding the 1 through 5, all you did was add numbers to opinions. They still opinions, so there's no way to get away from the
Right.
opinionated aspect of it. All you did
Facts.
was add a number to your opinion, so it's going to be
Even the
opinionated no
MVP
matter
is an
what.
opinion. Nigga, they choose who they want in the MVP race. Nigga, that's opinion. Everything,
Yeah.
Hall of Fame, everything
But
is
friends,
opinion. Damn.
to answer your question, I feel like, bro, you can just if you wanna do that, like you saying, if you're gonna take away, if you comparing 2 performances, you're gonna take away the opponents. And you're just looking at 2 people. Let's say the Swamp and Clean versus Swamp and Clean, and then you got Rose versus Clips. You can take Swamp's 3 rounds, you can take Rose 3 rounds, put that against whatever rubric you have that's opinionated, whatever, and then that's how you determine which performance was better based on that rubric. If that's how you want to
Copy.
do it.
Copy.
And I want 10%.
Y'all didn't have
Yes.
a round table before y'all came out with these rankings. Like y'all didn't
No.
think of the
Man, they should
possible
have
No,
saying they
things
should
absolutely.
have
that
been
could have.
higher than you, Shannon.
Like
They
y'all,
should
yo,
have
y'all
been
just
higher
decided to put
spells,
it out.
man.
Like, come on, man.
You ain't gotta hire me. I just need
Did
10%.
I have a
You
roundtable
know,
with the
it's
rappers?
good
No,
that
but this is healthy
that.
dialogue.
Phil, ain't nobody finna hire
That's
you.
Let's
crazy.
talk about it. Right? What the applications at, man? Hop on the app.
What you be talking about, Fred?
In my DMs, Phil. I'll see you in the contract. We'll talk.
Got you, my nigga. Real talk.
Yeah, I need some battle rappers in those rooms, man.
Yeah. Them nigga got Rosenberg Raw on the list. Y'all shot the fuck out with that one. I ain't gonna lie, bro. That's some shot out. I don't know what drug y'all on over there,
Hey,
but
who else rose battle this year?
uh, I
Friends?
He had clips
But
and who else?
and Jag.
That's it.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
Clips and Jag. You have got to be shitting me.
And
That's
I had him losing
wow.
both.
Clips and
Oh
Jag.
wow.
No
What,
cap.
I
I
ain't
had
gonna
him
lie,
losing
that
both.
do kind of sound
what,
crazy.
what
I ain't know that.
Like, how do you not? Because
Wait, damn, wait,
you
I ain't
said
know that was the
averages.
truth.
That's what I'm
You
saying.
said
I thought he had
averages.
some more shit. I thought I was like,
Like, it's only 2 battles. So what
Bruh.
averages
But
could
Swamp only
have
had
been
two
so?
Swamp only had 2 battles too. Here's how. Let's break it down.
But he had
Jag.
230s.
It's not. We didn't quantify the wins. We quantify the competitor, the performance, and the impact of the
oh
battles.
shit.
Wait,
This is the
wait.
last.
Is it a
This
wait?
is
Is
the
it a
last time.
general consensus that Rosenborg Raw lost both those battles though?
Nah, he was
Mhm.
just. I don't think he lost to Jag. Respectfully.
Nah, him and
I didn't
Jag was
hear
a
too much about
debatable,
the
but
Jag
it was
battle, but
people
I
that
had a
had
lot of
Jag
people.
for sure.
I had a lot of people heard. I personally had Clips winning, but I heard a lot of people had Clips winning as well.
Everybody, clips he lost. He lost the clips for the consistency. Him and Jag was debatable, but a
It was
lot of people
debatable.
had Jag, including
Hey, he
myself.
bro 1-1.
Okay,
But what stature do you hold
who
Jag
Jag?
at?
Yeah, that's what
I got. So I
He don't
got
know
between.
respect Chubby Jag.
Look.
It got to be high if he's on the list.
No, I'm gonna run through these two, and then
Now, Jag is a number
so
2 on his
listen,
list.
Jag is a 2 out of 1 through 5. Jag is a 2. Clips is a
Wow.
5. So when you average those out, it has a higher average than Clean and Swamp that I both rated as 2s. Does that make
Who?
sense?
Who
Like,
are two? Who are two?
Oh,
So
wait a
you
minute.
got Jag,
Wait a minute.
Stumbles, and
He
Clean
missed
all on
stumbles.
the
He
same
missed
level.
Oh,
stumbles, Swamp.
Oh,
He
He missed
talking
okay.
about
stumbles.
him and
nah,
Oh,
Stumble
okay.
yes,
Swamp.
nah,
I have them all as
He
2s.
nah.
misspoke. He just misspoke.
Okay,
Said who
okay.
was
Yeah, I'm
two?
not. Look. I don't know. Look,
You
me
say
personally,
what?
I don't know
Oh,
where none of them rank. I'm not disrespecting. I don't care. I mean, if you got them five,
Right,
4, 3, I just
right.
wanted to know where you got them at.
I
Like,
from
yeah.
1 to 5, I have Jag as a 2. 1 to 5, I have Clips as a 5. 1 to 5, I have Clean as a 2. 1 to 5, I have Stumbles as a 2.
Okay,
Like
let me ask
And
you.
this is in
if
what,
you
skill
Mm.
Fred,
or stature?
competition.
have you watched the okay? Besides the Lou Castro battle,
yeah.
what's another good Clips performance in his past few?
Because him and Calico was not good.
No,
Him and Jazz was
Let me
not
get,
good.
but
let me get listen.
we established that already. Some people that are 5s don't perform at 5, but their names are 5.
Five don't
We've
Let,
consider
let,
established that
skills,
already.
man. Ain't no skill when it come to
Therein
five.
lies the inconsistency.
We so
that's
I'm trying to think where this two coming from.
that's crazy.
what would like between 1 to 5 it's Clean and Stumbles like what? They're
Well, then
threes.
Okay.
I would say, look, I would be
I
like,
don't
to
think
be
that
honest
I
though,
don't.
like
Yeah.
in that regard though, like if you give like Clean is still a big name, like you know what I'm saying. He's still a good name. I would have him
Mm-hmm.
higher than a 2 if we going just off more than
Mm-hmm.
skill. Like his name is like he one of the legends
Fucking right. That's
in the
clean
game.
paper.
You know what I'm saying?
That's like, what the
Like
hell?
Clean definitely would have had a higher name than a 2. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Stumbles.
I mean, Stumbles newer, so I ain't mad at you for putting him where you
Yeah.
put him if you going off straight name. You know what I'm saying? He a lot newer, so I mean, like, feel me? I ain't mad at that because you got Jag right there, so I can see that. But Clean for
Well,
sure would have been a little higher then. You know what I'm
well,
saying? If you
if
going name wise,
I'm not
I
mad if it
think
doesn't fit
Clean
with the
name would be
numbers.
higher than Stumbles. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Like
no,
Clean.
Yeah,
I'm
if
not.
the records matter, did you see what Clean did to Rosenberg Raw?
Mm-hmm.
Yo, Swamp, you
You
good?
Oh.
mean
Mm-hmm.
you mean
I'm
10 years
saying
ago, Swamp? So
what?
12 years ago? Yes, I seen that.
Hell, you still got Mook in them like in they spots for their reasons.
All right.
And I don't
It's the
know.
five, man. It's the rules you have for the
Yeah.
fives that don't apply
Crazy.
to the fours and below. That's it. That's where the problem
Yeah.
Yeah, I
lies.
ain't gonna
Fair,
lie. Clips.
Mm-hmm.
I know
fair,
Clip
fair,
name wise
I
is a
ain't gonna lie,
five,
that's what kind of
obviously,
makes it
but
like it is right there, bro.
Yeah.
Like
fair
Clips
enough.
might be a four.
5, you kind of got him like kind of blurry.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough.
That's
Fair
why
enough.
I was confused with the whole Flair being a 4, but Mook is at a
Yep.
5, but Clean
Yep.
at a 2. It's like, okay, it matters when they're at a 5 if they're a
That's it.
legend, but if
Talk
their
to that.
performance is,
Wait a minute. Souffle Soul is at a 4 and Clean is at a 2?
yeah, on
Yep.
the
What
That's
the
what
performance.
I'm asking. Like, what is it? I'm
yo,
asking. What y'all
nah.
looking at?
It's on the if you go in the jumbotron, the third, like the fourth slide, it's his link. If you click the link, it breaks it down how he gauged it, well, how his team gauged it with where they putting people, like it's twos. I didn't see any ones, but I seen twos, threes, fours, and fives. And so Flair was one of the ones I asked France about yesterday because I was confused at how. Not saying Flair ain't one of those boys. I do feel like he has potential to be one of them ones, but he had a
Mm-hmm.
4. But then you had Show Off at a 4. But then you had Clean at a 2. But you got Mook at a 5. It just
Show
kind of
off at a
didn't.
Yeah.
four is
So
crazy.
okay,
Nah.
so
Nah.
here ultimately the numbers like the boss said it best. The numbers are like are what the opinion lies in. So when it's
Mm-hmm.
quantified, it's just it's just a
Quantified is
numerical
crazy.
opinion. You that's what it
Mm-hmm.
is. You feel me? Just a numerical opinion. But yeah, I can definitely agree with
Can I,
anybody
I'm
feeling
still,
different about any
what
ratings.
category is this? What category is this? Is this his overall?
They don't know,
Like
man.
1 through
They don't
5?
know, Shayna.
Because I'm so
No,
like,
they don't know.
in what category are you putting Souffle Soul a 4 and then Clean a 2? What
Overall. Oh,
category?
that's overall.
There's there's no
Mm-mm.
category.
No, there is a category and it's
I'm
described.
asking. There
Yeah,
we go.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. There's a link there at the top. Every 1 through 5 has a
I don't got.
definition.
Can you
No,
just
I'm
can
gonna
you?
read it to you. I'm gonna read it
Okay,
to you.
thank you,
I'm
brother.
just explaining. I'm just explaining it. Saying the
Before you
skills, man. I
explain
can
it
give it
though,
to him.
friends, right?
You know?
Before you
Yeah,
explain, I'm gonna
yeah,
just say this. Clean is a legend, man.
yes,
And he should be in 5.
yeah.
Like you got him in the
So here's
veteran in the inconsistent veteran category, but he's a legend. So that's this you gotta it's a debacle there, man.
okay. So
Not
number
a
one,
Yeah.
debacle. Talk
Let's
hard
talk battle
talk.
right. You don't know what I don't like about you, dog.
yes. All right, number
Damn.
one is
Mhm.
an amateur battle rapper, still not a professional. Number
Okay.
two, a veteran or up and comer or inconsistent opponent. Number
Okay.
three, quality opponent, mid-tier, upper veteran, solid competitor. Number
Mm-hmm.
4, good to great level competitor, a
Mm-hmm.
well-skilled lyricist. Number 5, top tier legend, high level competitor. So
So friends, even
Okay.
if so friends,
Okay.
even in those descriptions you just gave, number
yes.
4, every other description mentions a tier. Number 1 mentions amateur. Number 2 even mentions veteran. Number 5 mentions top tier. Number 4 mentions nothing about tier at all and only about skill set. I think that's where the disparity happens.
Mm.
It's because even in the descriptions there's no consistency. So that's gonna make the math inconsistent.
Mm-hmm.
Fair
Damn,
enough.
the boss, you a motherfucker.
So the math ain't
Why?
mathing, the
What I
ball.
do?
So what's a good way to describe
And why
what
does
would
mid
be
tier give
like
you a 3,
like
but then a veteran give you a 2?
So
Like,
this
is
one.
And then
no
another
You
there's
veteran
see
give
what
you
I'm
a
saying?
So what?
The
So what?
descriptions
What
are
makes
yeah.
clean
inconsistent.
not a 4? Because is it the good level competitor? Because good to great
it's
name on paper he
consistency.
gets, and well skilled lyricist he gets. So is
That's
it
what I
the
think it
good
is.
level competitor? Is what he didn't
Yeah,
scratch
because
off?
they got him in the inconsistent veteran
Yeah, it was
category.
the inconsistent. Yep.
Nah, something. Yeah, it's I see but some tweaking needs to be done.
look
Cause.
there's a template here. There's some building
Mhm,
blocks. You can definitely hit the
mhm.
drawing board and refine and retune this, but this is better dialogue than talking about the bowl gate, respectfully.
Yeah,
So
you right.
That
so
shit crazy.
so
So you got Jag higher than
Nigga said the
clean
bull
paper.
game.
They on
Mm.
the
Jag and
same
Clean is the
level.
same.
They both
That's not.
twos.
Yeah.
That's
So
not.
it really, so friends, where would Big T rank?
He would be a 2, inconsistent.
Okay.
Even though he's a top tier
Legend.
legend,
So he has real name Brandon that's also a 2. Clean paper a 2. Stumbles a 2. Appa
but
is a
but but
2. Jag
but
a
real name
2.
Brandon is not a veteran.
No, but I'm naming. I'm just
He's
But
a
naming
No,
also
good
who
but
veteran
it's,
he
it's
right?
is.
slash
No,
also
I know what
it's
uppercomer.
you're
also
saying, but that's what
I'm
I'm
it's also
saying.
naming who he
it's
Nah,
has
but
also
it
in
ain't,
his
you don't just
description.
have
it's
to be a
also
No,
veteran.
I'm agreeing with you, Britt.
Veteran
Oh,
or
okay.
a
He has
up
But
and
you
my
can
comer,
still be
say
a
the
veteran and
boss.
still be labeled as inconsistent.
No, but and it's an
right.
up and comer in that category too. Veteran or up and
mm-hmm.
comer that's
Yes.
inconsistent.
And he
Mhm.
also has
Okay.
Coffee Brown as 2. My verse is 2. Shuni is a 3. King Los is a 3. Next is a 3. Sharon is a 3.
Next being
Clone is
over
a 3.
clean is kind of
Right.
crazy.
Mac
And,
Myron is a
Next is more
3.
consistent than Clean.
Why
You
Sharon
got
is
and
a
how
True
three?
Foe
toss
as a
toss do
Sharon
that?
like a
It seems
Why
four.
like
toss do?
Sharon like a four
Why
for
mm-mm.
toss
real.
do too?
he has True Foe as a 3, but I honestly feel like True Foe and Clean and Stumbles all kind of fit the same metric
That
when it comes to inconsistency. So how did he
And
get a 3 over them?
Mm.
That's
And
Mm.
Sharon
right,
on
and clean, but
paper,
clean has definitely has a bigger name than both of them.
and
That's what I'm
toss
saying.
is not
But it ain't
inconsistent.
about
Sharon on
Mm-mm.
paper is a very good opponent, right? Like why is he not a
Mhm.
four?
Toss can do her thing every time she battle in
Who
my
who
eye.
you who you talking? Who you say, Hart?
Sharon.
Sharon, yeah.
Sharon, yeah.
yeah,
What they
yeah,
got
he
Sharon
should
as?
yeah,
Sharon
he
is a
should be
3.
he should be higher.
Having
Higher.
Sharon as a
I'm
three is
saying,
kind of crazy.
Yeah.
is
He
The
these
was known
stats?
as
smack
the smack
killer?
killer, one of the toughest people
You
to beat.
serious?
So it's
Listen, listen,
but
listen.
Killer?
imagine no.
Is that stat? Is these stats right here for the past 6 months only?
Yes.
What the fuck?
January to June.
But y'all do me a favor, go to the Jumbotron, retweet, and vote.
Nope.
To that shit. You heard me? Tag URL, do that. You heard me? For the
Mm-mm.
book out.
I don't want no parts of no Rosenberg infested lists.
yo.
All right. That's enough.
Oh
That's
Lord.
that's enough for
What
one
you
day.
got, Adam?
I thank you so much, friends, for at least, coming and
Hey, look,
being
Brandon,
And
nice.
don't get it
staying.
fucked up.
Real
And
shit,
staying
man.
and
I fuck,
enduring.
I fuck with you.
Nah, it's all love. I ain't upset.
Uh,
I'd rather talk battle rap than anything else. You feel me?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
Like so, you
I
know what I
fuck with
mean?
you,
Yeah.
Brandon.
Not
And
for
I
real.
do think it's a good starting point, but everything needs to be tweaked. You see how we do Wody and Cody and everything else. So, but I do think it's a good starting point, but it got some little tweaks
There will
in there.
never be a great.
No, but yeah, it'll never be perfect. So like, there's something
Right.
just has to like something has to give.
As long as
You feel me?
everybody
You gotta
understand
stop.
I'm the greatest, that's all that matters. And
Hello, shit. Averb got some tweaks in him too.
What?
Oh,
What happened?
let me mute up, man.
Fucking sicko.
man, they better do something before we make our own summer madness. I'm sick of both of y'all niggas.
I don't even know why Brett boss up here to talk any damn way. She a
I
op.
mean, the
I'm
boys,
off this.
come
Calling
on.
me
I'm
a
off.
op when
Stop
we actually
playing. Thank
friends,
you
Swamp.
so
Stop
much.
doing
Hey,
that.
but
People think we got real life beef.
now I'm gonna tell you the truth right here. We actually do. I'm gonna say that. I don't know what you. I don't know what you was thinking. I don't know
No,
what. I do.
nobody like you, the boss.
Feel like
We
that
do
shit.
not have real life beef. People really think we got smoke. Me and
that-
Swamp do not have no beef.
yes, we do. Is what I'm
We
telling.
do not, Swamp.
Listen.
You trying to talk
The boss, what you do to
about
Swamp?
kill you to
Nothing.
bread up.
That is my
Nah, Swamp
friend.
been saying this
Still,
for a minute, the
still
boss.
with her, and she trying to
We
protect us.
just got to get past the battle. That's all. But that
All
is my
right,
friend.
Doc. Okay.
Not,
Say what up, Swamp.
I'm not your friend. What's up, fool? I'm not
Man,
your
that's
friend.
the baby talking
What's
about
up,
what's
fool
up,
to the
fool.
kid? That's
Oh no. Yeah, what's up, fool? Nah, baby. Hey, coochie coochie boochie boochie boochie. What else?
Man, go ahead on, man.
that nigga told the baby, "What's up, fool?"
Then
He
he
in life
said,
ab. This
then
nigga
he said,
crazy.
Coochie Woochie,
Say
stupid.
what up, fool?
Man, that's the most country baby talk I ever heard. Coochie Woochie Woochie Woo. What the
Yeah, that
fuck?
Gucci Woochie Woo shit crazy. We speak English in this motherfucker, man. We ain't about to have ruin that shit.
I'd rather him say that than
Man.
tell the baby, "What's up, fool?"
Nah, but telling her what up, fool, is kind of wild.
I was
Like,
talking to Dog, man.
nah. Now she about to keep saying that shit.
God damn it, the boss. I was trying to come up. I
The
definitely
boss.
wanted to ask that shit.
Yeah. Listen, we not cool with the boss. I need you to understand. I'm trying to give you the heads up now. We
Swamp, once we get past this battle, we can go back to normal.
listen. I'm trying to tell you, you're gonna have to stay over there.
I give you all the credit in the
I
world. I'm just saying who I
put
had
you.
winning. That's it.
Thank you. Hello. We not.
Hello is crazy.
That that was Britt.
We ain't
That was
trying to get
definitely
No, that
me.
was Miss
That was
Badass.
definitely
No, that was
me.
bad.
That wasn't me.
tell
Yeah, that was Miss Badass.
that nigga.
Badass got to be there for it to count.
Tell you.
I'm gonna be
You know she.
there.
Yep. Ain't no ops on my side. The boss. I wish I would catch her trying to stand in the middle. You better be back there behind that motherfucker.
I'm fine.
You go listen. You gonna have to tie your damn sister dreads up, all that shit. Do it lace front, cause them Fetty Wap dreads.
She gonna say, "Fuck
And
them kids, bird."
you gonna have to paint that damn beard on.
You been holding that in, Miss Badass? You been wanting to say that?
Listen, man,
Hey, the boss, you called the battle rap Holy Ghost. It's okay. It's just a little slip up.
I'm all
It's
right
been
with
soft
it, man.
footage forever, but it's a little slip up.
sick of damn auntie.
Goddamn, battle rap list and cause another uproar.
Yeah,
What
yeah,
happened?
Yeah, man.
that list was a little different, man. I just don't understand why the legends in the East and I mean in the South and the Midwest lose their number, but the East Coast number is consistent. That's the only problem with the fucking list. That's all y'all had to say.
I
Ask that was the
what's
only
that
question,
shit?
man. Why the fuck they get to keep their number the same, but everybody else number has to change? That's the only question.
I
Yeah.
ain't even pay no attention to that shit. That's
If
crazy.
Can you give an example,
B
Swamp?
Magic, he just said B Magic. We talking about
Hmm.
he gave Clips a higher number than B Magic. B Magic been consistent in his last battles. B Magic number was
Hmm.
low. We just talked about Clean Paper getting the same number as fucking
I
Stumbles.
feel like B Magic get disrespected so much in
So
this culture. It's
I'm talking
crazy.
about all these
I
was East,
respect it.
all the East Coast people numbers stayed the same no matter what the fuck kind of competition they had, no matter what battle it was, they shit stayed consistent. The only motherfuckers who wasn't consistent was the motherfucking Midwest and the South. Shit is disrespectful.
I'm telling you.
Let's
A
go ahead and
valid
I
point.
mean, when you
Valid
right,
point.
you right
in
now.
Magic and
Houston.
Clean, they definitely fall in that category. I hear you.
How the fuck is Jag fucking chubby Jag higher than Clean Paper? We gotta come on now. We gotta stop this shit, man.
I think that's his status more than anything.
Yeah, that's kind of. I don't know, but he did say the last. I don't know. I don't know what neither one of them been doing the last 6 months. I don't. Well, I seen a couple of clean shits, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't never understand these motherfucking lists. I don't even be trying to the breakdowns and the points. None of that shit.
Yeah, man, that should be crazy, man. It's hard to, you know what I'm saying? But he doing the best he can, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Because these
Yeah.
niggas like all this shit, it's dope as hell.
It
Somebody
ain't
doing it
easy.
because they
Yeah,
still
man.
fans with platform.
Trying.
They trying to make
No,
Hmm.
no,
Yeah,
I
like it's,
fuck with L.
but it was good that it was good that Cud even sat in and kind of go. He probably go back and tweak it later and try to figure out a
Yeah,
way.
Yeah,
he ain't no
You
I
know
fuck
hoe.
with
what
LTB
I'm
He
on.
ain't no
I
hoe. He
listen,
stayed
Nah,
man.
there.
France listen to the
France is
people.
France is
saying?
a encyclopedia of this shit, but it's a
Yeah,
clear
yeah. You know
bias
what I'm saying?
towards East Coast legends, man. And I mean, I respect that's from your region, but don't do us, man. Don't do us like that, man. The South and the Midwest deserve they shit just like everybody else, G.
Oh, so the West don't get no
The West,
love,
y'all kept y'all shit too, Geach. Y'all kept y'all
huh?
shit too, Geechee.
He ain't got Ilmac and them up there, cuz. Them niggas probably ain't even on the list. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying, man. All I heard, only inconsistency I heard was that they gave all the East Coast legends, them niggas stayed fives, no matter if they fell on their face. I don't get, man. That shit's crazy.
I don't get why Rosenberg Raw they.
The East Coast.
Yeah, I'm not letting this go.
Nah, bro. Fuck that. Rosenberg Raw should never be in high. Come on, bro. Rosenberg Raw is higher than Rum Nitty on that list.
Yes, damn.
Swamp and T Top. This is who's all but Fonz, Rum Nitty, Swamp, and T Top. That's damn 12, 13, 14, and 15. I'm number
Mhm.
14 on that
And
motherfucker.
and and what does that say? That's the South and the Midwest. The people you just named is from the South and the Midwest, my nigga.
I ain't gonna bullshit. Like I said, bro, I ain't even know I was gonna. I ain't got but two goddamn battles, and only one of them on URL. So I was like, if I wouldn't have made the list, I wouldn't have gave it. I really don't give a damn. But I'm like, damn, they had me at 10. I ain't did shit this year for real. But yeah, I mean, I'm great, so we know that. But you know what
All
I'm saying
right, all right.
that's undeniable. But I don't know.
Hey, Doc, they talking about the baby talking about, what's up, fool? Oh, shit. I was not talking to the baby, man. Hey, Britt, how long we been up here? Cause I'm about to take me a nap.
You can take
I'm
a
about,
nap
matter of
now.
fact,
You did good today.
Yeah, don't call me old nigga no more. You
I'm
taking
about